I'm going to end this. We're going to see what happens. Okay, y'all. I don't know why my comments are showing. I don't know if it's got something to do with the time zone, but it shouldn't. Because, so now, y'all, I'm live on here. Y'all make a comment so I can see. This done changed too, so. In a minute, I'm going to be like, fuck you too, because it's too difficult. Okay, let's see. Anybody there? I'm about to be live on TikTok. And not going to worry about YouTube. It's too difficult. And not going to worry about YouTube. Because it's too difficult. Okay. All right. So now, is it anybody in here? It's 2 people. Is it 2 people? Is anybody in here? Yeah, I'm going to be done with YouTube Live. That's going to be the end of that. For some reason, I don't see the comments. There's 4 people in here. Could somebody say hi, wave their hand or something so I can see if this is working? Now that I switched over to StreamYard way. Because then I'm just going to say forget it. And that's going to be that. Hey, Tamika. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time on here. And I don't particularly want to use this StreamYard because the picture be all, I don't like the way the picture look. But I guess I'm going to have to deal with it. But I don't like the way the picture looks. It's much more clear on when you just go through YouTube. But for some reason, I couldn't see my comments. And I don't know if it's because my time frame. That's really bugging me out. But anyway, hey, y'all. This is why I don't fuck with YouTube. Because it gets on my nerves. Hey, Neek. Neek, could you hear me when I was just on, when I was doing it the other way? Because the comments wouldn't show. I found that odd. I went straight through YouTube and the comments didn't show. And I don't know, maybe I needed to cancel it on here. I don't know, child. I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to, because I don't really want to use StreamYard because I don't like the picture. I don't like the way it looks. Like right now, it look blue and all. Like I don't like StreamYard. And if it stops, I'm going to go through YouTube again. I think the problem is the time frame because I think I had it right with StreamYard because I remember them saying Central Time because that's what I'm in. But maybe YouTube, because I'm looking at my computer and my computer is an hour ahead. And I just noticed that today, that my computer is an hour ahead. So that could be the problem. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, hey, what's going on? I don't know where to look. I got 2 cameras going. What's going on, y'all? Oh, I don't like this StreamYard. I look great. Anyway, listen, we got lots to talk about. I need to update y'all on me. Saturday is my birthday. I'll be traveling. I'll be traveling to Charlotte to go finally get my stuff out of storage, right? So that's what I'll be doing on my birthday, getting my stuff. I ain't seen my stuff in almost a year, and it's been in storage for 2 years, right? All the stuff that you don't think about until you don't have it. My microwave, my air fryer, my iron, all my clothes, shoes, boots, coats, all the things, right? Well, it's got hot here now. But it's 80 degrees. It's a beautiful day today. But I'm finally getting back to me, right? Because I ain't had my own desk and stuff since Atlanta, right? And so I'm gonna be going live. My schedule has changed. So starting March 8th, which is a Sunday, I'll be going live, right? I gotta figure this out on YouTube because they got the screens is all different. You know, I ain't did this in so long. So I apologize today, but I'm gonna have it figured out the next time. This weekend, like I said, I'm going to get my stuff. I'm gonna be traveling, and my kids gonna meet me in Charlotte, but I'm driving back by myself, so I'm gonna need plenty traveling prayers, grace and mercy, because I'm traveling back by myself. But I got to go get my shit, y'all. I'm so tired of not having all my shit. I don't know what to do. Now, where it's all gonna go, I don't know, but it's gonna go up in here somewhere, right? And I know I'm going from a 4-bedroom to a 1. But anyway, all is well with me. You know, I still got that bump. It's a little bump on the back of my head from when I fell. I'm trying to think if it was 3 weeks or 4 weeks ago. That was devastating, right? But anyway, all is well with me. I'm glad to talk to y'all. I got a little aggravated right now because I was prepared and then it didn't work out the way I need to work out. So I'm going to have to get the time frame together. And I'm trying to figure out, just like on your phone, maybe I need to change. Oh, I just thought about it. I might need to change the time zone on my computer because it's right on my tablet. Is it? It's right on my tablet. Why isn't it right on my computer? It's right on my phone. Okay. Oh, that's because it's connected with my phone. My tablet connected with my phone. That's why my tablet is a separate entity. So that's my fault. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, y'all, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? And I hope y'all can see me because this looks blue. I really didn't want this background. I wanted my own house background. But anyway, y'all, let's start talking about some things, right? Let's talk about some things. Then also, y'all, I'm going to be going live on TikTok, which is a much easier platform because all you got to do is hit the live button. I'm going to do both, but I'm going to be going live on TikTok and later on in the evenings after YouTube, right? I'm trying to grow my platforms. Ain't no try. I am going to grow my platforms. I got time now. I was working 2 jobs, but that's over with, right? And so I want to live a soft life. I'm now entering my soft girl era, and I just want to do things that make me happy. That's it. That's all. Period. Right. So anyway, let's get into the fight. Let's get into the Clarissa and Papoose, right? Now, let me tell y'all where I'm going. Let's first of all say Clarissa is the greatest. She is. Can't take that away from her. She is a boxer through and through, right? I'm because you're distracted because I got 2 devices up here. She's a boxer through and through, right? But the fact that she thinks she's going to skip off to the rainbow with somebody else's husband blows my mind, right? Now, Papoose is married. Why is Papoose not divorced? Why did him and Remy pull back from the divorce? Do y'all think they running a plan, a scheme, a scam on Clarissa, right? Do you think Clarissa lay in the bed at night and be like, why this nigga ain't divorced yet? Even though I heard her say, well, it takes time. That's because that's what he told her, right? Do y'all think he really like her? Because it looked like he's being more visible with her now. Or is that because everybody been talking about it and he's doing that for appearance's sake? Or do he really love her? Do he really like her? What y'all think? I'm going to tell you what I think. Hold on. I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that Remy don't want him anymore, but she still wants to have power over it. She still does have power over him, right? And she feels like, probably based on what he has told her, hold on a minute, let me get this money. So any money to be got, she want her portion of it because she's still the wife. And I believe that's why she pulled back from the divorce. And I don't know if Clarissa understands, because I've seen this happen before, that let's say, God forbid, we don't want nothing bad to happen to him. He gets sick. Let's say he gets sick. We're going to go light with it. Let's say he gets sick. Remy has the power to not allow her to come to the hospital. I don't know if she knows that she has no power with this man, and Remy still has all the power. Girlfriends have no power anyway, and unless the family like you, and side pieces definitely don't have no power. None, right? I know of a situation where a girl was the side piece. He had a wife. They've been side piecing for years, long time. When he passed, man, dead. He did. When he passed, the family did not want her to come to the funeral, right? So I don't know if Clarissa knows that. Now, let's just say something happened with some money or something. That's much Remy money as it is his money, right? And I don't know if she's thinking about that. And I know she's young and she's probably thinking just a good time. But when you're 30 just like me in 28, 29, right? So she's just thinking, I'm going to have a good time and I'm going to have a good time, right? And that's cool because that's what you do when you're that age. But when you're dealing with monies, hey, Carmen, when you're dealing with monies and finances and things are the things, you got to be a little smarter, right? You got to be a little smarter. And I personally, even though I talk about it a lot, I feel sorry for her. I do. I feel sorry for her because at any moment he could decide I'm going to go this way. Right now, they basking in the glory and the fun of it all, right? But at some point, but dudes can play the long game. Look at Candy and Todd, right? Look at a whole bunch of them. Yandy and Miss Mendices, Wendy Williams' husband, and her, right? People can play, what's her name? Mary J and her husband. They can be with you for a long time and not like you. All for the sacrifice of getting your money, right? I feel sorry for her. I do. I feel sorry for her. But she keeps talking, though. I think she would do much better off if she just wouldn't talk. Just fall back for a minute. But again, she's young and she want to be in the spotlight, and I get it, right? But she threw a jab. Did y'all catch it? She threw a jab. It was at the press conference or after the press conference or whatever. And the reporter asked her how she felt about being a role model. And she said, yeah, because I told Pap, I always tell Pap, I don't never want to go to jail. I ain't never going to jail. Now, where did that come from? And now I hear she got something called gold. Is it gold glove or golden glove? She's a boxer. So instead of the black glove, she has gold glove or golden. I'm hoping it's golden glove. That makes better sense. She wants to parallel everything that Remy has done instead of being her own woman, which is creepy and weird. It's creepy and weird, right? And I hope that she get that together. But in my mind, I'm thinking Pap is behind that. Because at first I was like, why he don't say nothing? He ain't saying nothing because he don't want to say nothing. I think silently and quietly in his head, he wants to hurt Remy, even though he still loves her, probably want to be back with her, but he knows she don't want him. He knows this. So he's happy and he's putting the battery in Clarissa's back. That's what I'm going to say. He's putting the battery in Clarissa's back. You know what I'm saying? Because at first I was like, why don't he say something like, be quiet, baby. Your man will tell you, hey, you're doing too much, right? I think he likes that, and he wants to do that. And that's his way of taking shots. He set her out on the front lines to take the shots at Remy. That's what I think, right? Now, as far as this fight go, this last fight, girlfriend was heavier than her, right? They both looked tired. And I think if Clarissa had stayed in the camp, see what I be looking for when I watch boxing, but I never really paid attention to women's boxing until now. But when I watch boxing, I'm looking for the knockout, knockdown, at least knockdown. That determines to me who the clear winner is. Even though I know they count the punches and all like that, right? I've been a boxing fan since I was a kid, so I'm down with the boxing, right? I just don't know what's the word I want to say? How healthy it is for a woman to box. That's why I never really paid no attention to it, right? But when I'm looking at it, I don't guess they hit that hard. I don't know because I'm not an expert at it, right? Because that's what I was looking for. I was looking for a knockdown. But even that girl was heavier, and it was going to be hard and tiresome for Clarissa to knock her down because she was a big girl. And she was putting all her weight on her and all like that. Like, ooh, that would get on my nerves, child. I guess that's why I ain't no boxing. But I want us as women as a whole to stop being pick-me's, right? It's a lot of pick-me's. And sometimes I see women in my comments or in other people's comments saying, leave her alone, that's all right, it's okay. Those are the pick-me's. If you think it's okay to be with somebody else's husband publicly or privately, but for real publicly, and think it's cool and think the universe is going to reward you, you crazy. You can't be with nobody else's husband. You can't. You cannot be with nobody else's husband. You see what happened to that girl on TikTok, on social media, period. Brene and Tim. You can't tell me that she ain't going through it. You took that girl husband, which was also your husband's cousin, wrong two ways. She was wrong up and down, back and forth, right? And now she got sued for the $2 million, and they got some sort of procedure where they can, I guess, take her house, her car, so much of her money every month. No man is worth that, especially one with big hips that don't work. No man is worth that. No man is worth that. And he wasn't your man. There's consequences to shit like that. And she in the same state where Fantasia got sued, North Carolina. North Carolina don't play with mess with somebody's husband, right? So you can't think that, but I guess women think it's cool, but that's not cool because you're going to have bad karma. You're going to have bad karma especially when you take, even though people say you can't take nothing that didn't want to be got. That's true. But if you actively go after or allow a married man to pursue you, ain't no good luck gonna come to that. Ain't no good luck gonna come to that. If something happened to the man, God forbid, you ain't got nothing coming. The wife do. You ain't got no money coming. You ain't got no if you leave this earth, you ain't even gonna be significant in the obituary, right? So you are of no importance when it comes down to it. You are of no importance, right? I don't know. Is commercials coming up, y'all? Because something on YouTube was saying how often you want the commercial. I had never seen that before. So I've got to figure out about that because I want to do it on YouTube as opposed to StreamYard. But plus, I don't like StreamYard anymore. But anyway, don't be a pick-me, right? And it's going to be lonely. Might be sad sometime. You're going to feel alone. But it's better to have your dignity, right? It's better to have your dignity and then to let somebody walk all over you and not really care about you and use you for what you got. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why okay. Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I got to figure this all out again. Don't worry, y'all. Like I said before, I'm going to be going live starting on the 7th. I'm going out of town this week to get my stuff. Starting the next weekend, I'm going to be going live during the week as well as in the evenings as well as on the weekend, on Sundays. Not Saturdays, but Sundays. So, I'm going to have it together. I'm going to get it together. I ain't did this in I don't know how long. A long time. I've been here about 3-4 months and I ain't did it and shit done changed. So yeah. So anyway, don't be a pick me, right? And a lot of women are pick me's. You know, when Monique said whatever she said about Clarissa and don't be picking on her, Monique's a pick me. She is a pick me. She got a man that they got an open relationship and he ain't got no job. Like we gotta, what's the word I want to use? We got to, first of all, love ourselves more than we love that man, because that be the problem a lot of times. We be so not me, but women as a whole, be so busy wanting to be with that man that we willing to accept anything, right? Yeah, my referral link. Now they telling me to share my referral link. What is that? New to the streaming. What's the referral link? I have no idea what that is. See, there's all kind of new stuff on here. But anyway, don't be a pick me, right? A pick me, because men will. Seems to me that if you can feel if a man is not really that into you. Seems to me that you should be able to feel that when he's not that into you, right? And then you should move accordingly. Right? I don't know why. There's a lot going on YouTube, y'all. You should move accordingly, right? And the problem that I'm seeing is we don't value ourselves, right? We don't value ourselves, and we do anything for love. We do anything for a man's attention, right? And we all want that. But you can't dog me. You can't mistreat me. You can't abuse me. You can't ignore me. You can't half-ass treat me, right? So, got to think better for ourselves, right? We got to think better. Quit being a pick me. You know what else is getting on my nerves? It ain't getting on my nerves, but it's a problem, is women with means, and even if you ain't got the means, marrying down. You see in all these relationships that are splitting, these men want money from them. They want money from them. And I'm so tired of seeing these videos where men is talking about they baddies. Where'd that come from, y'all? Where did that come from? How is a man a baddie? Why do these men want to be like women? Why do these men want the same privileges as women? And they can't shit no baby out. They don't go through the things that we go through. They don't bleed they don't bleed every 30 days. They can't have no baby come out their body. Like, I don't understand why men want to be baddies. I'm not getting that. I don't understand that. And why is I can see the comments over here. Yeah, I don't get that. Right? It's a lot. And let me tell you, I watch a lot of black gay shows on YouTube, and because they're entertaining, right? And sometimes when I'm on TikTok, I look at the balls, and I look at it because I like to study human behavior, right? And what troubles me, that there are so many, and I know this is going to be bad to say, but I'm just speaking my truth. It troubles me that there are so many black gay men on the earth. So many. When I'm on TikTok at night and I'm going down my timeline and then they have a ball, because I like fashion. And, the gays do some fashion, right? Makeup. I'm always amazed at how they make themselves up. I'm amazed by all that, right? But on the flip side of that, besides it being entertaining and educational, is the fact that it's troublesome that there's so many men that want to be women. There's so many men that like men. That's troubling me, y'all. It really is. I'm sorry. It really, really is. I don't understand it. It's a lot going on with that, right? And so, it was already not enough men to go around, right? And now they all like each other, and they all want to be baddies, and they all want to carry a purse. That bothers me more than anything, the purse. The purse bothers me, y'all. You could call it whatever you want to call it. But if you ain't wearing it up under your arm like T.I., it's a purse, right? Man shouldn't have on no crossbody. It's a purse. No man should have on a purse. That just my brain can't even process that, right? But when I watch these shows, when I look on social media, and that's all I see, it troubles me. Because what's our future gonna be? What's our future gonna be, right? It troubles me. I ain't gonna lie, it troubles me. And I know the LGBTQIA elemental P motherfuckers gonna get mad at me. I'm just speaking of reality. What's gonna happen with our future? What's gonna happen if of all the men like men? I'm just saying. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I went all the way over there to the left. To quit marrying down, because these men will take everything you got and don't give a damn. That's the part I don't get. Why do Ty want part of Candy money? You ain't had shit when you came through there. You had whatever you had, right? Now they got a prenup, so hopefully it works for them. But Mary J and her husband is another one. Mary J out there working, she just tired. I know she tired because she's the same age as me. You tired. Performing every night now, even though she got a residency in Vegas, so that might be a little better for her than touring. But she tired. All because you got to take care of somebody. Him and his girlfriend. Wendy Williams' husband, he wanted all her money. Like, they always want all your money. Why you want all my money? Go get your own. And I feel like this man or woman, if you with somebody and they got some money, you need to be putting something to the side, starting you a business or something. You need to be doing something besides waiting on me to break up with me and get my money. But anyway, that's enough on that. Another thing that I've been seeing a lot of is, I just saw it today too, these unhealthy, one chicken wing away from a stroke dudes that's saying what they want. Like that dude, Mr. Goodbeds, that was on Kendra's show, and he said he 54 and he wanted a woman 20 or 30. He preferred them in their 20s, but he'd take a 30, right? 54, looked like a creep, looked like he was dirty, looked like he didn't brush his teeth or comb his hair, right? And I guess he got money or whatever. Mr. Goodbeds, he sell mattresses or something, beds or something. But it's always these men who very unhealthy, ain't looking like too much of nothing, that require the most, right? That require the most and talk down on women their age. Now, my experience is just my experience, my girlfriend's experience. Those of us who are single, most of these men, if they ain't outside playing no basketball, doing no shit, they just sitting around, going to work and sitting around drinking and shit, they're unhealthy. And when men are unhealthy, their body parts don't work. I'm going to say that one more time. When they are unhealthy and whatever they've been doing in their life prior to meeting you, their body part don't work. Body parts don't work. Ain't got no strength, no stamina, no, they out of breath, you know, but they always require the most from a woman, right? And a lot of men, I don't talk with them. This is how I know this. A lot of men want somebody to come in and cook, clean, and if they halfway sick or they got some ailments, they want you to be the nurse, right? Now let me say something, and I really said I wasn't gonna speak on this, but I'm gonna speak on it because we all here now. We all cool. I've been watching, and I ain't hating. I ain't hating at all. I like me some Lunel. I like me some Albie Shore. Let me just say that. And everybody do what they want to do, whatever make them happy. But it just looked like to me that Al is looking for a hospice wife, right? Because, you know, he was sick, but he also had a kidney. Did he have a kidney transplant or a liver transplant? One of them, right? One of them. And I'm wondering if he was in his prime, would he still been interested in the nigga, right? Now, they both in their 60s. I think he might be 62 by now. But I wonder that. Or you just want some comfort knowing it's going to be somebody there if something happens. And we all want that. We all want somebody there with us. But I don't want somebody with me solely so I can wipe their ass, get their medicine, cook their food, make their doctor's appointments. I don't want that. I don't want that. Let me ask y'all something. Is commercials coming up? Nick, is you in here? I don't want nobody like that. I wonder why this won't go away. Okay. Yeah, I don't want nobody like that. I don't want nobody that want me now. Now you want me. You didn't want me a long time ago. Now you want me. I'm like Mike Jones. You didn't want me. Now you want me, right? I don't want that kind of relationship. I don't. If you would have had me 20 years ago, did you want me 20 years ago? Cool. But if you didn't, I don't want that relationship. But I've seen a lot of women that I know personally, right? In Cleveland. So-and-so, he was the man, he was this, he was that. They waited around, hung around. Now he ain't worth a quarter. Now he wants you. Now he wants you. I got a friend, a guy, nice guy, but he ain't got nothing, right? And he was inherited a house, but I know he ain't got the money to pay the tax. He ain't gonna do right by it, right? And he had nerve to call me, text me just out the blue one day, and he live in another city, and say, am I coming to, he got the house, am I coming to stay with him, yes or no? Hold on, I'm going to come stay with you. You ain't got no money. You got habits in your mom and daddy house that I know is old up in there, right? And how much fun is that going to be for me? You want me there to help pay the bills, if not all, because he can't keep a job. At his big age, he can't keep a job, right? They always want something from you. Like, why you, I'm used to men that's going to provide for me, right? These men today seem like it's always an ulterior motive. Why is that? It's always an ulterior motive. Nobody's sincere. Nobody's real. They just want what they can get, right? So now, ladies, we got to be the same way they is. Get them before they get you. That's my motto. That used to be my motto all the time before I got with my ex. I'm not going to fall in love with nobody. I'm just going to live my life, have fun. And when I'm tired of you, if it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, then I'm done, right? And I guess that's the way it's going to have to be now, because it don't seem like nobody is serious. Let me tell y'all something. I got a guy friend that I met here, right? I got a guy friend that I met here. He's just my friend, right? He helped me put my stuff together and stuff. He said to me that he is in he's into the poly culture, right? And I'm like, what? And so as questioning him, because I'm like, I'm gonna have to interview you, right? He's like, yeah. So he's into the poly culture, but he had two women, operative word, but they all lived in their own houses. So in my mind, I didn't say this to him. I said, that wasn't poly. That was just you had two girlfriends and they both knew about it. Because poly, I thought y'all lived in the house together, right? I don't get poly. I will never get poly. I can't see my man doing anything with another woman. And I'm sitting right there like it's cool. Oh, hell no. My brain ain't even built up for that. He was like, I'm going to introduce you. Child, because I'm going to be looking at you strangely like, why? Why do you want to share? And how great is this man that you want to share him, right? With somebody else knowingly. And, the argument could be, well, they're going to cheat anyway. Okay, well, I'd rather you cheat than me. I'm going to just be cool. Okay, you about to go over Cheryl's house? Okay, see, let me tell you something. I had a neighbor like that, right? She ain't watching this, so I can talk about it. My neighbor had been a side piece for, I'm going to say, probably 35, 40 years now. because they son grown, good and grown. He older than my son. And she knew the lady name and so on and so forth, right? And she played her position. He never spent the night. What he would do would come over, crack a dime. And they'd sit on the porch when it's warm. They'd sit on the porch and drink coffee and talk. Then he'd leave. He'd come back and forth 2, 3, 4 times during the day. And it's an older couple. They was older than me, right? They had been together 30-something years. She had been the side piece, right? Now, I'm going to tell you what I see psychologically. She had lost herself, right? And that was all, I think that's all she thought she could get, right? And now she's older, and that's it. That's all it was. And I don't want, she ain't watching this, but I watched it turn her into an addict. She was an addict, right? And I think that was because she just thought she could not do any better, right? And she had good sense. I would talk to her. It was years before I realized she was an addict, right? But I think that it sucks away from your soul and your spirit. It's just what I think. When somebody don't love you wholly. And I was asking my friend, I said, let me tell you how this. I was asking my friend, the guy at the poly, I said, well, are you in love with him? And he hesitated. Now, see, you going all out your way, sacrificing to be with somebody who got somebody else. And he hesitated on the love part. And he said, well, I love him for different reasons. Huh? And I said, you can't fully love. This is just me. That's what I think. Because when I love with all I got, right? You can't fully, I don't think you can be in love with two people. I don't think. I just don't think you can do that, right? You can like them real good, but I don't think you could be in love with two people. I don't know. If y'all think so, drop down in the comments. So, he said, I like them for different reasons. Then I said, have you ever been in love? He thought about it and said no. So these women is sacrificing their whatever to share you, and you ain't even in love with them. That's something, ain't it? You just like them. You just like them, right? So my motto now in 2026, y'all, is play with them. That's it. Don't put your heart into it. Just play with them. Just play with them. Don't put your heart into it. Just play with them. That's it. That's it. Just play with them. I don't know why my comments ain't showing. Somebody say something. I don't know. Did something go wrong? Did them people in the White House do something with YouTube? Somebody say something. Say hi to number 1 or something. If you can. I don't know what YouTube done did. I don't know what YouTube done did, y'all. I can't. It's difficult to figure out. And they want me to do this. They want me to share a referral link. What referral link? Yeah. But anyway, we got to quit sacrificing what we want just to say that we got a man. Because I don't believe there's nobody that really want to share their man with somebody. Like, yeah, okay, it's cool, girl. You like him, I like him too. Okay, cool. No, hell no. You're going to make me believe that shit. Then I asked him, I said, well, can they have a man? He said, no. Not and be with him. They can have what they want, but he won't be with them. That's what he said. So men are having women do threesomes, being polys, accept all they bullshit, and they still don't like you. And they still don't like you. Right? So quit that, y'all. Quit that. Quit that. Quit that. You know what I'm saying? Quit that. Quit that. Be yourself. Have fun. If somebody's not giving you what you think you deserve or what you need, leave them alone. It's okay to be by yourself. Yeah, you're going to be a little lonely, a little sad, and all that shit, but you get more peace of mind that way than the aggravation of where he at, what he doing, do he like me, what he say. It ain't worth all that. It ain't worth all that. Okay, you know what? Two, I got to talk about. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I got to talk about because it's getting out of hand. Is the 50 Cent and T.I. beef. Now they both, thanks Nick, they both are my guys. They both are my guys. Matter of fact, before we get into that, we're gonna talk about the old heads coming back with the music. Now, T.I. brought it all the way back, right? And then Juvie. And now who was that came out? Trick Daddy. And I see Ludacris, right? But before that, y'all, in the wintertime, we forgot about LL and Eminem came out with a song. And then Ice Cube and Killer Mike came out with a song. And I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Now T.I.'s got the most, but T.I.'s in my top 10. He might be in my top 5, right? But I don't like the T.I. and 50 Cent beef. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, 50, I don't know what he said about Tiny. They say he said something. I don't know what he said about Tiny. I really don't want to know, right? T.I. responded swiftly, as he should have. As he should have. King responded, as he should have. That's his mama. People don't play about their mama. Black folks know you don't play about their mama, right? And then I see T.I. made another diss song. I see today 50 said his silence is something. He said, I don't like this beef. And I thought it was going to fizzle out. That's why I wasn't thinking about it. But it's getting bigger and bigger. I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop. They're both too great. 50 Cent shouldn't have said, that's my guy. That's my guy. But he shouldn't have said nothing. Whatever he said about Tiny, he shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said it, right? Because both respectfully in their areas are that guy. T.I. that guy, 50 that guy, right? And this would cause a divide in black culture, in hip hop, business wise. Like, this is not good. This is not good. And I didn't want to give it no life, but little dude, King went on there and made him a song. I didn't even know King rap. Did y'all know King rap? I guess he do rap. I know that other boy, Amani, what's his name? He rap. So, I don't like it though. I like the fact that the OGs of the rap game is stepping back out, and these guys is in their 50s, right? I'm digging it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, right? But I don't like the beef part. We got to let 50 need to. I wonder if 50, but I doubt that'll ever happen. I wonder if 50 apologized. Would that clear it up? Because T.I. immediately went in the lab and came out with two diss tracks. So do y'all think if 50 apologized, they could clear it up? Because I think T.I. never liked it. I think they had beef prior to that. I think why I don't know. But that's what I think, right? But I think also I want to believe in my heart that if 50 apologized, even though I don't see 50 apologizing, I ain't never seen him apologize to nobody. He say what he say, and that's that, right? But for the greater good and the bigger cause, and for the culture, I think 50 need to apologize. What y'all think? If 50 need to apologize, so I think he need to apologize. And let's squash this. Who we call? Who do we call to squash this? Who we call? Let me see. Who do we call? Who do we call? Who big enough in the game that they gonna both respect? LL. Who we call? Who do we call, y'all? Al Sharpton. Who we got to call? Jesse done passed away. Rest in peace. So who we call to straighten this out? Obama? That's who we call Obama. Do we get Obama? Get Obama on the line so we can call a truce and get this together. Who can we call for real big enough in the rap game to put a ceasefire to this shit? Now that's for real. Who can we call to put a ceasefire to this shit? Who? Who can we call that's respected by both sides? Can we get Let me see who we got from the South. Can we get Boosie? Can we get Rakim? Who can we get? We need some old OGs. You know. What's his name? What's his name? Public Enemy? Chuck D? Chuck D. That's who we can get. Chuck D. Public Enemy. We can get Chuck D. Chuck D about one of the oldest ones. We get Chuck D. Let's get to call a truce on this now. Now, how do we go about that? We got to call a truce about it. That's what we're gonna do. Call a truce. Chuck D. That's the one. Mm-hmm. Chuck D. We're gonna have to call a summit. We're gonna have to call a hip hop summit and squash this beef. I done solved it. There you go, right there. Now I don't know who all need to be at the table, but we need to call a hip hop summit to cease fire with the 50 Cent and T.I. beef. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. Obama, yeah, Obama, yeah, because they go both respect Obama. You don't got to think of somebody they both respect. We all respect Obama. That's who it's got to be. Chuck D. We need about 2-3 of them. Chuck D. Obama, Al Sharpton. You know who else we got to call? We need a pastor. Well, Al Sharpton a pastor, but I look at him more as a political activist. We need one more person. We got Obama, Chuck D, and Al Sharpton. That might be enough. They need to call a summit. I done solved it. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put that on my page. That's what we need. We need a hip hop summit to stop this beef between 50 Cent and T.I. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'm gonna send out the emails. Because we need to stop this, right? We need to stop this right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the OGs is coming back. You know, they showing their craft and what made them great. Even though T.I.'s is just explosive. You know what I'm saying? I like the LLs and Eminems because I just love them. Eminem is in my top 10 as well, right? And 50 just look good. Him and Method Man, they just getting better with time, right? I think Method Man them got a song out too. Wu-Tang, I don't know. I think so. I ain't sure. But listen, this got to stop though. The beef got to stop. The beef got to stop. It got to stop, right? And speaking of, that's what we gonna get put on the panel. That's what we gonna put on the panel. Farrakhan. Farrakhan. You know, he stepped down. I watched it. It was emotional, right? Like, I'm not a Muslim, but I respect what he stands for. And I always listen to his word. I went to see him one time, too. He's very charismatic and powerful. Farrakhan. That's who we going to need. He going to put some sense in their heads. Farrakhan. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Farrakhan. That's who we need. So let's see. We got Farrakhan, Al Sharpton, Obama, and Chuck D because he's a rapper. That's who we got. That's what we need. That's what we need. Farrakhan. Anyway, he stepped down. Y'all know he passed the baton to somebody's son. It wasn't his son. It might have been his son. I can't remember. But anyway, him and his wife been together 72 years. 70. Matter of fact, how old is they? I think he might be 89 or 90. They met in college or something like that. They've been together 72 years. 72. 72 years. 72 years. I think they is about 90. They both in wheelchairs. 72 years. I can't keep a nigga 72 days. They don't do right. 72 years they have been together. That's amazing. That's phenomenal, right? That's what we're going to bring to the table. Farrakhan, I'm going to have to put a shout out. I'm going to have to put a shout out to that. Farrakhan. That's who it's going to be. Farrakhan. Yeah, that rounded out because he's going to make them think. He's going to make them think. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited about that. I swear to God, just like I can get on the phone and call him. If I could get on the phone and call him, I would. Say, hey, Minister Farrakhan. Hey, Reverend Al Sharpton. Hey, who else I say? President Obama. See, they all got titles. We need them. Hey, Chuck D. Chuck D gonna speak good sense to him too. Hey, we need to get this together. We got to call a ceasefire, goddammit. Yeah. Y'all heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. Those are the people that can put a stop to this, and that they both of them respect and will listen to. Yeah, that's what got to happen. Some checking, some straightening need to be done. Some straightening need to be done. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. I'm proud of myself. I thought of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, y'all explain to me. Y'all explain to me. Uh, when you hear sounds, you got to check them out. Have y'all seen that on TikTok when they be like, black folks, you get one sound per house? I heard a sound. The wind was blowing earlier. Have y'all seen? What happened with? I kind of understand it, but I still believe somebody put a bug in his ear. So Delroy Lindo, who was one of my faves, and he don't get the credit that he deserved, and Michael B. Jordan was at the BAFTAs, BAFTA, and I think his name is John Davidson, and he has Tourette's. If I said it wrong, y'all Google it and you get the name right. He yelled out the N-word, right? He yelled out the N-word. He yelled it out twice. I think 3 times, but he yelled it out a couple times, right? And they said it was because he had Tourette's. So when you got Tourette's, you just automatically say nigga. So I'm thinking that's what's on his mind, right? Can't blame it on Tourette's. I don't believe that, right? I was when I was on vacation, I was with a girl who had Tourette's, but she didn't say nothing. She would make, and it wasn't that often either. Hers wasn't that bad. But why that word? Why nigga? Why was that the word that you Tourette'd on? That's what I want to know. Why, at this occasion, at this wonderful occasion, why was that the word? When the 2 black men were standing up there talking, why did you say that then? Because that was on your mind? Like, why did you Tourette on that? That's what I want to know. Why did you Tourette on that? You know what I'm saying? I'm so tired of racism, y'all. It don't even make sense at this point. It just don't make sense. You don't like us, leave us alone. It don't make sense. And speaking of don't like us, so and I ain't checked on it today. Mr. Tenderism, I ain't never buying no more white tennis shoes in my life. Mr. Tenderism, he the white guy fired him, right? White guy fired him after he done made him money. Like, I'm sick of white folk. After he done made him money and made his restaurant famous and so on and so forth, right? So he fired him and tried to say because it was a Keith Lee. Keith Lee wanted to get a man some money, and the man told him he couldn't take the money. Nobody can never tell me I can't take this money that somebody trying to offer me. But anyway, I forgot his name again. I keep saying I don't remember it. Some Playboy bro. I don't know if I said it right. A guy out in Houston said, I seen it last week when he first said it. He said, come on down. We got you. We got the building. We got this. If you want a food truck, whatever you want, we got you, right? And I've heard that he has that. I hope go down there. I did see a video where he was in a warm climate because it's hot down here. And so hopefully he's there. Like a few days before that, he was in Gary, Indiana. But I hope that he goes there and those people take care of him because I like to see that. I guess the wind blowing. I don't like the sounds. And I hope that they don't take advantage of him like that white man did, and it turns into a wonderful thing. Because I like the way it was a turnaround. Okay, white man, we'd have made you money, and now you shitted on me. But us, black folks, picked up Unc and took care of him. I like that. I really, 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 really like that, right? So, but I kind of think, though, that Unc might be too far gone, but hopefully he's not. And he takes advantage of the help that the people are trying to give him, and he becomes successful for himself and not for nobody else, right? I hope that's what happens for him. I hope that's what happens for him. Really, really bad, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. And I used to watch that man. I didn't know I was the only one watching him. I used to watch him, and we all know somebody like Unc. We know several of Uncs throughout our life like that, right? And for the man to I didn't like the part because the man was a big man, the white guy that owned Destination Smokehouse. He would stand over him. I didn't like that, right? I didn't like that. So I hope that all is well with Unc, and I hope that he takes up that guy's offer in Houston, and I hope he go down there and make him some money. That's just what I hope. They've been stealing stuff from us and using it and kicking us to the curb forever, since the beginning of time, right? So I hope that Unc does well with that. You know, um, like I said, y'all, I appreciate y'all, Nick and everybody, for that wind blowing it on my nerves. Y'all know I'm getting used to apartment living, right? Y'all know I lived in a house, had my own. Apartment living is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. My neighbors get on my damn nerves, and I know it's only temporary, right? I know it's only temporary. So I've put that in my head, right? Like this ain't where I'm gonna be forever. As I'm planning on getting my own house. But you got to walk over there to the dumpster, like the mailbox way down there, like. And I'm thankful that I have somewhere to live. I'm thankful for that. If you've been following my journey, I left Atlanta and went back to Charlotte and stayed with my friend. And then after I got sick, I went to my son's and stayed a few months. And so now I'm in my own place. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the people that helped me along the way. And, I'm thankful now, right? When I first got here, it was, I'm going to be honest, because my house was big. I had 4 floors, the attic, second floor, first floor, basement. All right, cool. Then when I moved to Charlotte, I lived in a townhouse and I had 2 floors. All right, work with that. Then I went to Atlanta and I had four bedrooms, right? And my daughter always said, "Mine gets smaller," but I like the space, and I don't like to sit in my house and see the whole house. That can make me depressed, right? So, because I fight depression a lot, right? So I do things so I don't get depressed, right? So then I moved with my friend. Let me tell you something. I moved with my friend, and I had my room, and I mostly stayed in my room. And that taught me that I can live in a 1-bedroom apartment. If I can live in a 1-room, I can live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Maybe not forever, but temporarily, right? That taught me that, staying with my friend, So that's where I'm at. I'm here. I love it. It's 80 degrees today. I don't plan on moving. I'm gonna move from here, but I'm not gonna leave Texas. This is where I'm gonna be. I was blessed to go to Charlotte because Charlotte was one of my dreams. And when I became single, I said, okay, I'm gonna go to Charlotte, right? A lot of people don't get to live their dreams like that, especially not po folk, right? I went to Charlotte, I experienced that. I went to Atlanta, experienced that. Went to Indiana, not because I wanted to, but I needed to. And now I'm here, and this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going to be, down here in the DFW, right? So my birthday is Saturday. Hey, y'all, cash at me if you can. My birthday is Saturday. I won't be going back live no more till next week next weekend when I come back, because my schedule don't change to that weekend. But then I'll be going live regularly, right? I'm gonna go live regularly once I can figure out this YouTube, because it look all different. It's all changed. I got to figure it out, right? But I appreciate y'all people for hanging with me, especially people like Nick, my A1 from day one, because I'd be on, then I'd be off. I'd be on, then I'm off. On, then I'm off. But I'm on now. I'm on now. And I just switched my schedule. Everything gonna work out fine. Now I am gonna go live on TikTok tonight. I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok. What's today? Wednesday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go live on TikTok tonight. Yeah, I am. In a little while. I'm trying to think if I want to eat first. That might make me sleepy. I'm gonna go live on TikTok because I got products to show. What's today? Wednesday. I work tomorrow. Friday, Saturday, I'll be gone. Yeah, I may go live tonight because this might be the only opportunity I have until like my schedule change. And I got a lot of products. So y'all jump on over there to TikTok if y'all see me on TikTok because I got products that I'm selling over there on TikTok that I'm promoting. And I put it like that I'm promoting, right? So y'all come on over there on the TikTok. Uh, Probably gonna do that in a little while within the next hour. I got to get the time frame together. So it's really, what time is it here? See, it's really 6:10 here. It's 7:10 where most of y'all at probably Eastern Standard Time. It's only 6. It's still early. So I'm gonna go live probably in an hour or so. Probably in an hour or so on TikTok. I got to get my products together. Maybe grab me a bite to eat or something, and then I'm gonna go live. But I just wanted to share with y'all for a little while. It's my birthday. Today is my son's birthday. Hope they flat out here, but they probably ain't. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna have it together. Neat. Just YouTube is constantly evolving and changing and stuff, right? And so I got to figure it out. I'm gonna have to Google some stuff, YouTube some stuff, and figure out how to do what needs to be done. But I appreciate y'all. We're going for the 20 people next time. 20 people. I got to figure out how to do it on. I don't want to use StreamYard. I got to do it on YouTube. Yeah, I got to do it on YouTube. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going, y'all, because I think I'm gonna fix me something to eat before I go live on TikTok. Because TikTok wants you to be live for a couple of hours. So I'm gonna fix me something to eat and then go live on TikTok. So if y'all up, come join me. Okay? All right. See y'all. Like I said, next week, not this weekend, the next weekend. On Sunday, I'll be live. Next Sunday. Not this Sunday coming up, but the next Sunday, I'll be live. Okay? See y'all.